read about the person who has some kind of leprous lesion and he suspects it may be leprosy. So the Torah tells us he must go to the Kohen. Only the Kohen can pronounce whether it's contaminated, or if it's contaminated, if the pronounce takes place, the only way it can be extricated, taken out of that state of contamination, is only through the pronouncement of the Kohen. And the Torah tells us, V'ro'a Kohen also biyom hashvi. He sequesters him, and then a week passes and he evaluates, examines this lesion. So over here, the Siforno writes, V'ro'a Kohen, Zeres HaKosuv shlotia tumis legoim taroson ela pikoin. The contaminated state, or the pure state of the lesions, could only come about through the pronouncement of the Kohen. Why? Why the Kohen? Ki sivsei Kohen yishmu das v'yoru limnuga lefashish b'masov v'yispal al atzmo v'yispal gam HaKohen olav. We know the Gemara tells us that leprosy, and the Siforno, many of the Rishonim say, leprosy is not the degenerative disease, but rather all it is, it's a tag. It's a white tag. It depends on its level of intensity. And the Torah says that there was a black hair or another color hair, and it turned white. That's an indication it's a leprous lesion. But it's not, there's no level of degeneration within his neurological system or within his health, not whatsoever. Either because of Lashon Hara, or because of arrogance, haughtiness. This is why it happens. But of course, he has to reach a critical level of violation for it to manifest itself. So how does one overcome sin? So it's a manifestation of what? That he failed. He has to do tshuva. Even when you do tshuva, you have to pray that HaKadosh Baruch Hu should accept your tshuva, should receive the tshuva, your supplication. The Mefarshim, the commentators, Yisayit V'Shesh Avodah, cites this on Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, we say, tshuva tefilo tzedakah, ma'aviris rag zero, tshuva. One repents, that annuls, removes the evil of the decree. So we understand what's tefillah. So they explain tefillah is, even after we tshuva, we have to be spalel that HaKadosh Baruch Hu should receive our tshuva. It's not simple. Who said the tshuva was with sufficient sincerity? Who said the remorse was sufficient? Who said the commitment to the future, that you're not going to repeat it again? Who said it meets the grade? So you mispalel that even if it is deficient, or whatever it may be, it should be received and should be effective. Tzedakah, we give tzedakah, a person makes a financial commitment to tzedakah. The three together, ma'avir nesura gzera, that removes the evil in the gzera. So the Kohen, not only does he pronounce it, but he explains to the person, these things don't happen by themselves. Everything happens for a reason. See, teaches him and guides him what he has to pray for. And not only what he has to pray for, the Kohen, being the one who has a responsibility to the spirituality of Klal Yisrael, Yishmu Das, he's also mispal for him. He's mispalel for him that he should what? That he should recover, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu should what? Should receive his tefillah of the what? Of the penitent, of the person himself. And why is it only Al PM? Why is it only the Kohen has the ability to make this evaluation, whether it's Tomei or not Tomei, whether it's Tor? So he says something interesting. Yikdu tfiyasayim b'madregas hamaros lahavchen b'negel nega. If any person is qualified to make this evaluation, the level of experience is going to be what? Is going to be limited. But if it's only a select group who has the ability, who's qualified to make this pronouncement, if that's the case, the amount of cases which would come before them, they'll develop a certain expertise in making this evaluation. So it's a combination of both. That's it, but why is it the Kohen? Only he. Why not the great Torah sage? The answer is because the Kohanim, they have a responsibility. Sifsei Kohen Yishmu Das. They have the Sifsei Kohen Yishmu Das. They have that responsibility. We find also Yorim Shpotech Yaakov, Shevet Levi, especially the Kohanim. They're specially attuned to be able to impact, whether it's the dissemination of Torah. The Gemara tells us that Kohanim, they only officiated 2 weeks a year, except for the regalim, except for the festivals, because there was an abundance of karbanos. What did they do the rest of the year? They studied Torah. They disseminated Torah, they went out, and they did outreach. And they were role models, and they instructed people how to live their lives as Jews. This is their responsibility based on Sifsei Kohen Yishmu Das. As a result of that, they would assist the person to have an understanding of why it happened, that things don't happen by themselves, and hopefully he would do a proper tshuva.